I talk a lot in my videos about the interior upgrade package on the Mustang Mach 1s. It was also available on the 0304 GTs, and I'd like to talk a little bit about that in detail. I actually came across some really cool breakdown sheets by Ford that shows how many Mach 1s were made with what options. And let's remember that on the 0304 Mach 1s, the only options available were a 5-speed TR3650 transmission or an automatic transmission and the interior upgrade package. Those are the only things that you could order a Mach 1 specifically with. And so let's get into this because I think it's really interesting. When I bought my 03 Mach 1, one of the first things I noticed was the interior. It was missing some things. It looked like it had GT headrests on it. And I said to the seller, I said, what happened to the headrests? It looks like somebody swapped them for GT headrests. And he looked at me completely puzzled, and he was like, I don't know. It's always been this way. I bought the car with 25,000 miles on it, and I never changed anything on it like that. And I noticed that the radio bezels were all black, like a normal GT or V6 would have. And I noticed it didn't have the Mach 1 Bullet Cobra pedals on it either. It had the gas pedal, because the guy had actually added that to it, but he said no, it always had the little rubber stock looking ones on there. And he had bought the factory Mach 1 option pedals to put on, but they're really hard to put on, so he never put them on, so I ended up doing that myself. And so my Mach 1 had these GT style headrests on it, which I thought was really weird because every Mach 1 I had ever seen had the bigger ones. Danny Johnson had just bought his Mach 1 and it had the bigger headrests. You can see in these pictures they're really prominent. You can see them right there, especially with no tint on the windows. And so the reason why every Mach 1 I had ever seen had the IUP, or interior upgrade package, was because most of them came with it. Now, starting out with the gauge cluster, this is actually on all the Mach 1s, the silver trim around the gauges. That was not on the Bullet, so if you had a Bullet and a Mach 1 like I've had at the same time, you would notice that's a pretty big difference. The silver does look good around the gauges, and the 35th anniversary package GTs had one that said 35th anniversary there, but the Mach 1s all had the silver around the gauges. But the major part of the interior upgrade package that's really noticeable, besides the larger headrest, would be the silver trim around the radio bezel and the shifter, and the shift ring down there on the bottom, like the Bullet had, around the shift boot. And you can see the Bullet Cobra Mach 1 style pedals there. Those are the interior upgrade pedals, and these are the door lock posts or door lock pins, whatever you want to call them. You can see them here on the door panel poking up. They're actually pretty obvious when you notice them. And something worth mentioning is in 0304 you could get the Mach 1000 audio system in the V6 and the GT, but you could not get it in the Mach 1 or the Cobra. I find that very interesting that it wasn't an option, because with the Bullet, the Mach 460 audio system was an option, but in the Mach 1 they all came with the Mach 460. But before we get started, let's make one thing clear about rarity and the interior upgrade package. A lot of people think, oh, my car is very rare because it doesn't have the interior upgrade package. You know, and in the beginning I was actually one of those people. I thought, wow, mine's one of the very few. And you know that some cars that are low option cars or high option cars, depending, are worth more money to collectors. I don't think that a Mach 1 that did not come with the interior upgrade package will bring more money, even though it is more rare. I think it's more of like a, well, dang, that sucks that the car doesn't have the interior upgrade package on it. And like the automatics, you know, some of the automatic Mach 1 people know that they're fewer number, but most people would rather have the 5-speed. It is actually interesting too that my red 04 Mach 1 here, it did not have the interior upgrade package either. So 2 of the 3 Mach 1s that I've bought did not have the interior upgrade package, which I find more of a unfortunate rare coincidence. And in both these cars I've actually added the interior upgrade package to them. My Azure Blue Mach 1 I did everything, and as far as the red Mach 1 goes, I had the headrest. Luckily that I had taken out of one of my 03 GTs that came with the interior upgrade package. So I was actually lucky to accumulate those parts over the years and have them ready, and when I bought my red Mach 1 I was like, oh yeah, I already have all the pieces I need to put this car the way I want it. And since we're on the subject, I'll tell you the details about the Blue Mach 1. Finding a set of those headrests was near impossible when I was looking. I would come across a Mach 1 that was totaled where the passenger seat was destroyed, so they would sell me one of the headrests out of that car, and so I would buy it, and then I would look forever for another matching headrest, and I just couldn't find them anywhere. I even bought one from a Ford dealership that was for a V6, and the French stitching is different on the headrest than it would be as the beaded stitching on the V6. So that actually was really difficult. I had to return that one, and luckily I found a guy who had taken the complete interior out of his Mach 1 and he was changing the seats completely, and so he sold me those headrests, and they were out of a 20,000 mile car, so I was very lucky to get those. I actually saw a screaming yellow Mustang GT just like this with black stripes down the door, and it had the interior upgrade package and it had the big headrest, and it was at the local Toyota dealership traded in. And I remember talking to the salesman and trying to get him to trade me the headrest for my Mach 1, and he wouldn't do it. And then the car sold, and I saw the guy driving around town in it, and he didn't really care too much about the car, and I flagged him down and I told him that I'd give him some money to trade headrests, and he looked back at his headrests and he was like, I like these, you know, and I'm like, I don't think you even know the difference. But anyway, that's just a little bit of what I had to go through to get these headrests and how they were hard to get, you know. So let's talk about the Mach 1s by year and their options, especially the interior upgrade package and the automatic. So in 2003, Ford made 9,652 Mach 1s. Of those cars, 7,709 were 5-speed cars and 1,943 of them were automatics. So first off, we have Zinc Yellow. Out of the Zinc Yellow cars, 770 of them had the interior upgrade package, 99 of them did not. 720 of them had a manual, 149 were automatic, and there were 869 of those produced. Next we have Dark Shadow Gray, and of the Dark Shadow Gray cars, 1,363 of them were interior upgrade package cars, 232 did not have it, 1,283 were manual, and 312 were automatics, giving us a total of 1,595 of those cars built. Next we have Torch Red, and of those cars, 2,188 had the interior upgrade package, 325 did not, 1,985 of them were manual 5-speed, and 528 of them were automatics, giving us a total of 2,513 of those. Next we have Azure Blue, and of those cars, 1,974 had the interior upgrade package, 276 did not, 1,797 had manual transmission, and 453 were automatic, giving us a total of 2,250 of those. Next we have Black, and of those, 1,367 were interior upgrade package cars, 244 did not have it, 1,338 were 5-speeds, and 273 were automatics, giving us a total of 1,611 cars. And last for 03 we have Oxford White. Of those cars, 724 were interior upgrade package cars, 90 were not. 586 of them were 5-speed manual cars, 228 were automatics, and a total of 814 of those. And so now moving on to the 2004 model year, there were 7,182 Mach 1s made, which is less than they made in 03. And Screaming Yellow, they made 679 of those with the interior upgrade package, 89 did not have it, 629 were 5-speed manual cars, and 139 were automatics. Then Dark Shadow Gray, of those cars, 938 of them were interior upgrade package cars, 101 did not have the interior upgrade package, 788 of them were manual, 5-speed, 251 of them were automatics, giving us a total of 1,039. Torch Red, there were 1,131 that were interior upgrade package cars, 128 that were not, 963 were 5-speed, and 296 were automatic, giving us a total of 1,259. Azure Blue, there were 1,181 that were interior upgrade package cars, 135 that were not, 1,034 were 5-speed manual, and 282 were automatic, giving us a total of 1,316. As for black, there were 942 interior upgrade package cars, 122 did not have it, 844 were 5-speed manual, and 220 were automatic, giving us a total of 1,064. Oxford White, there were 623 that had the interior upgrade package, 74 did not, 515 were 5-speed manual, 182 were automatic, giving us a total of 697. And Competition Orange, there were 964 with the interior upgrade package, 75 did not have it, 914 were 5-speed manual, and 125 were automatics, giving us a total of 1,039. So the rarest 04 non-interior upgrade package car would be Oxford White. Competition Orange was close, it was off by 1. But of all the automatic Mach 1s produced, Competition Orange was the least produced at 125. And so it is almost the most rare for being a non-IUP and a automatic optioned car. So about 86% of 03 Mach 1s had the interior upgrade package, and about 90% of the 04s had the interior upgrade package. So 14% of 03 Mach 1s did not have the interior upgrade package, and 10% of the 04 Mach 1s did not have the interior upgrade package. So of the 9,652 Mach 1s produced in 2003, 8,386 had the interior upgrade package, and 1,266 did not have it. And out of the 7,182 04 Mach 1s produced, 6,458 had the interior upgrade package, and 724 did not have it. Out of the 9,652 Mach 1s produced in 2003, 80% of them were 5-speed manuals, 20% were automatics. And out of the 7,182 Mach 1s made in 2004, it's about the same. About 80% were 5-speed manual cars, and the other 20% were automatics. And I find it very interesting that in both 2003 and 2004, the most automatics produced were Torch Red. Second place in both years was Azure Blue. So there's some production numbers and option numbers for the Mach 1. I'm going to put these sheets here at the end. I know they're very difficult to see, but these are the sheets that I got the information off for 2003 and for 2004. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this. It's always fun to have a little bit of trivia, little fun facts about the Mustangs, especially the Mach 1s and limited production cars. So remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not on here with us, and stay tuned for more of this Mustang content.